Okay. Well, I want to talk about something different today. Because I watch other people's channels and I watch Screw Attack a lot, where they have a lot of death battles between anime characters and different video games and stuff like that. I watch their channel a lot, and I've been wondering, why hasn't there ever been a three-way death battle between, just so it's not one-sided all the time? I'm wondering why they haven't had the guys that who do that show ever thought of having a three-way death battle between three different characters with similar powers going at it simultaneously. Because honestly, sometimes when I watch, I already know the outcome when I watch the death battle shows on Screw Attack when I watch. So I'm like, to not make it one-sided all the time, why isn't there three different people battling it out on Death Battle? That's like three different main characters from like the Tales series, or three different characters from Capcom or something like that. I guess, but I'm always curious why they haven't thought of a three-way death battle, because that would not make it as one-sided as people might think when they watch that show. Like, the battle between Trish and the other girl from Bayonetta. That was an unfair advantage towards Trish from Devil May Cry, because technically Dante would have saved her again, and technically Trish would have been saved by Dante before she got cut in half by that Sparta blade. So I'm just saying, it doesn't make sense when certain outcomes in the Death Battle series for these guys at Screw Attack, it's either one-sided or it's not what you expect to be, or you know exactly what's gonna happen before it does happen. And I'm like, huh? I was like, honestly, and Wolverine, technically, when I was watching the Wolverine battle between Raiden and Wolverine, I'm like thinking, there's no, that HFV blade that Raiden carries is a very strong weapon, but can it cut through adamantium? Which I'm like thinking, it might be able to, because vibranium can. So, but even then, Wolverine could actually heal even after certain injuries. So I'm kind of wondering, certain death battles, when they do exist, it should actually be a 3-on-3 death match between three different characters from the same franchise, like the Tales series. Like, or three different characters with similar powers in the Onimusha series or Devil May Cry series. because, or, yeah, because that would make it a battle royale kind of thing. That would be interesting to watch. Because when I watch the guys at Screw Attack to do their videos, sometimes I'm like, wow, that was very, very one-sided. And I'm not gonna complain about the Lara Croft thing. That's not my whole gripe with that. I knew she was gonna win because she's been doing it longer than Nathan Drake. So that just goes to show you. And the Master Chief one, I knew that was gonna happen too. I'm like, okay, that doesn't surprise me. But if I watch the guys at Screw Attack and Death Battle, because when they make that show, Death Battle, they should actually have a 3-way death match between 3 different characters and take more time to produce actually one battle maybe every month or something like that. Or that way it could be more in depth. And that's just my observation. Cause if I had the actual equipment to do the stuff that they do, I would actually play those games and see what battles would be more closely matched between 3 characters. That's just how I would see it. That's just how I would do it. But my suggestion for a death battle for them would be the guys from the Tales series. Or, yeah, the Tales series. And I would say the Nero against Velvet Crow from Mysteria, because they both absorb something or demon's essence to gain more power, so I would think that would be more of a death battle than certain things that they come up with, or something close enough where the battle might be even. But even then, who knows what they're gonna actually do next. I just watch, and sometimes I wish they did 3 death battles, 3-on-3 death battles with 1-on-1 people from 3 different franchises, like Devil May Cry, Tales of Vesperia, or Tales, or the guys from Tales and Star Ocean. That would be a match that I would want to see, because they're both very popular at video games in anime form. They got their history too, and I would want to see those kind of matches, because those matches would be a lot closer than what they've been actually doing. That's just my personal take on it. I just see myself in, like, I just watch and wonder, why haven't they thought of a 3-on-3 or 3-on-1 or whatever, 3 people battling it out at the same time, because that's what I would do, because then it wouldn't be as close as people might think. Make it more interesting. you know how they did what's it called? Deadliest Warrior. They did one-on-one battles, and then they did 5-on-5 battles with when it came time to up the ante a bit at the same time. They had 5-on-5 matches and 1-on-1 matches. In this case, I want 3-on-1 matches, but 3 people going at it at the same time. I don't know how that would be called, like a triple duel, but that's how I would want to see it, because that brings me to the battles that Final Fantasy VII had in Advent Children. Like those kind of battles. Like, that's what I want to see. I don't want to see one-on-one battles anymore. I want to see 3 people going at it at the same time to make it more interesting. And then after the season's over for that season, why isn't there a Death Battle Royale kind of thing where the most powerful character is announced in the death battle? Because that would be awesome. That's just my take on it. But I'm not one of the guys that works there, so I can't say anything, or I don't have the notion to reach them. I tried, but still nothing. So I'm just suggesting that part, because some death battles for those guys at Screw Attack who do the death battles are all one-sided. It should be even. If that takes 3 characters instead of one-on-one battles, it should be done. That's just how I look at it. Because it should be easy, because they were, every 2 weeks they come out with a new video. But sometimes you already know who's gonna win. Make it more interesting by throwing a 3rd person into that mix, to make it not so noticeable that one person's gonna win. Because that's what I would do. So, that's all I gotta say, because for this thing, and I'll be back tomorrow probably talking about something else that I feel like talking about. But for right now, I'm gonna be back on my game that I'm currently working on after a year, which is Sword Art Online Realization. Okay, so I'll see you. Let's see.
Text to speech unavailable. Text to speech unavailable here.